right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Linton.
Okay, so let's get ready to start our math class today. And today we're going to be looking again at ordering numbers up to 999,999. So let's look at our learning intention and success criteria for what we're going to do today. We're going to compare and order numbers through 999,999, and our success criteria, I can order a group of numbers from least to greatest or greatest to least. So let's say that together. I can order a group of numbers from least to greatest or greatest to least. Now before, we were looking at comparing numbers using symbols greater than, less than, or equal to. Let's look at this number sentence on the board. We have 409,456. And then we're comparing that to a number that's in expanded form. And we remember expanded form, right? What does this number tell us in expanded form? Chase.
400,000.
Keep going.
400,009,456.
Okay, so what symbol would we use to make this number sentence true? Turn to your partner and discuss. And I want you to think about what symbol we're going to use to make this number sentence true. All right, let's come back together. Kylie, what symbol would I use to make this number sentence true? The equal symbol. Because they're the same number. Just one is in standard form and the other is in expanded form. So we're going to use our knowledge, Aiden, of our place value, and we're going to use our knowledge of recognizing when a number is greater than or less than to determine how we're going to order numbers. So we're going to start from ordering numbers. We're going to go from least to greatest. So I'm going to order this first set of numbers from least to greatest. So I know from my knowledge of place value, I'm going to start with my highest place value first. So I have these numbers. I have 3,407, 3,000, 4,307. So I'm going to start in my thousands position. So the first number I have is 3. The second number I also have a 3. The third number I have a 4. So I know I'm going from the least to the greatest. So I'm looking at the smaller number first. I know 3, I have 2 3s. So now I'm going to go to my hundreds position. So in the first number, I have a 4. In the second number, I have a 0. So I know automatically that 0 is less than 4. So that will be my first number in my order if I'm going least to greatest. Now I already know from my thousands position, I had another number that was 3. I know 3 is less than 4. So that will be my second number in my order. And the last number will be 4,307. Now, another way to order numbers is to go from greatest, your highest number, to least. So I have the same numbers again. I have 3,407, 3,000, 4,307. So if go again, you start from your highest place value, which is the thousand. So I have a 3 in the first number, a 3 in the second number, and a 4 in the third number in my thousands position. So I know that 4 is higher or greater than 3. So that's going to be my first number. Now, I have two numbers in here that both have the place value of 3,000. So I have to go to my next place value, which is my hundreds position. So in my hundreds position, I have a 4 in the first number, and I have a 0 in the second number. I know I'm going from greatest to least. So I need to start with the greater number, which would be 4. So that number will be the 3,407. And then my last number, which will bring up my least, will be 3,000. Okay, did y'all see how I did that?
Yeah.
And how I walked myself through that process of figuring out, knowing that I have to start from the highest place value and work my way through until I see a difference in my numbers, and then determine which number is greater or less than the other? Let's do this one together. Okay, so let's do the first one, least to greatest. We have 12,905, 12,509, and 11,990. I want you to turn and talk to your partner and decide which order I'm going to put these three numbers in for my least to greatest, and you can write your order on your sleeves. We're going from least to greatest. Alright, so let's come back together and let's do this together. So we're going to start from we're going to look at what? Our place value first, right? Which is the highest place value in this number? The what, Chase?
9. Whoa. 10,000.
10,000. Let's look at our 10,000, shall we? So in the 10,000s position, we have, in the first number, we have what? A
1.
1. In the second number, we have a
2.
Oh, this number. We have a 1. And in the third number, we have a 1. So all three of our numbers in the 10,000s position is the same number. So what do we do next? We go to the, and what's the next place value? The thousands. So in this first number, our place value for the thousands is a 2. The second number, it's a
2.
And the third number, it's a
1.
1. So now is 1 greater or less than 2? Less than. So that's going to be our first number, because we're going least to greatest. Okay, so now we're going to focus on these two numbers to see what position they're going to be. So let's go to our next place value. What do we have?
500.
And we have 500s in the second one. So is 5 greater or less than 9?
Less
Less than. So then if we're doing least to greatest, that's going to be our second number. And then our last number in this set is going to be 12,905. All right, clear your mats. Let's go greatest to least. And let's work this one over again. So let's look at our place values here. we have 1 in the 10,000s position for the first number. What do we have in the second number?
1.
1. And in the third number? 1. Let's look at our thousands position. What do we have in that? What value is that thousands position?
2.
And the second number?
2.
And the third number?
1.
1. So we automatically know that this 1 is 1 greater than or less than 2? Less than. Okay, so we are going greatest to least. So let's look at our hundreds position. What number is in digit is in the hundreds position?
9.
9. And what digit is in the 9. Now, remember, for this number, we've already determined that this 1 in the thousands position is less than the thousands position in the other 2 numbers. So is 5 greater or less than 9? So if we're going greatest to least, that means we have to use the greater number, which is the 9. So our first number in our order is going to be the 12,905. Then if we already know that our next number, our place value in the thousands position is higher than the third number, that's going to be the second number in our order. And our last number is going to be the 11,990. All right, let's do this one independently. Turn and talk to your partner, decide, and we'll come back together. So the first one we're doing least to greatest. I want you to tell me which position, box 1, 2, or 3. You just write the numbers 1, 2, or 3. Which one is going to go first? Which one we're going to write next? And which one we're going to write last? As we order these 3 numbers from least to greatest. Write it on your sleeve. From least to greatest. We're going to come back in a couple seconds. Oh, sorry. We're going to come back in a couple seconds. All right, so let's come back and see what we have. Are we ready? Pencils down. So what number am I going to put in the first position if I'm ordering these numbers from least to greatest, Kylie?
3,154.
Okay, so we have 10,154 in the first position. What number is going to go right after that to make this order least to greatest? Jason?
10,541.
10,541. And that leaves our Chase. What's the last number in the order?
11,054.
11,054. Awesome. Let's do greatest to least really quickly. Turn and talk to your partner. All right, so let's come back. Now this we're ordering, bless you, greatest to least. What number am I going to put first in this order to make this correct? That I have my numbers from greatest to least. Chase? 51,371. Are we all in agreement with that?
Yeah.
What number am I going to use next? Peyton? 51,173. And what number is last in my order? Aiden. 50,700. Okay, so we just ordered our group of numbers from least to greatest and greatest to least. All right, everyone put your sleeves and your markers up. Thank you, Tayon. Thank you, Ronald, Messiah. All right, so let's go over our learning intention. One more time, what are we doing? We are comparing and ordering numbers through 999,999. And what are we trying to do? What do we say? What is our success criteria? I can order a group of numbers from least to greatest or greatest to least. Okay, so we're going to go to our groups now. On this side of the room, we're going to do our Kahoot game. So get your laptops out over here. And this side of the room, we're going to do our independent practice or classroom helper. I'm going to share the papers out for independent practice on this side. And while we're doing that, you'll be told for small groups from Miss Timmy, Miss Robinson, and myself. Everybody. Their names are on. Their names are on. All right, check the hoop on the board.
Even on that,
Angel help Chanel pass it.
hey, give me my word.
That's it. Oh, no, we're that's it. This time.
Hey, Jason, Angel, and Malaysia, as soon as you play Kahoot, I need you to come see me, okay?
I get Kylie, Aiden, Cameron. Thank you. Yes.
Alright, so Mario.
One second.
Can I get Justice? Oh no, Justice, you said Chanel. No. Alright, Chanel, I need you to put your handbook numbers on Bridges Trees. So Mario, I need you to put your handbook numbers.
I'm asleep. Somebody was clubbing with the TV. It was.
You started your pen? You started your pen?
Your time,
I don't know what
I
happened.
am know you're gonna have 7. I was gonna be the right on here. You got 8, you got about 7.
Okay, that's good.
Supposed to roll the dice and then break the number.
Miss Tammy,
And then is yours from, you gotta put yours from least to greatest. Oh, determine if it's going from.
don't forget guys, don't play twice now, I need you to come see me when you finish, okay? Angel, Ronald, and JC.
So what number is this? So no matter what we're going from this to this, right? That's not true. So we're gonna go
Tyler's gonna get the
greatest to least.
Even though I put 3 powers and
You're
work.
going to have on this one. This one goes this one here.
Take that stuff.
But this one is the trigger. So that means this is our least number. So at least this is our least to greatest, right? Look at those two numbers. Look at our 10,000 position. We have our 2 in this position. 1 in this position. Which one is the greatest? Which one is the
7
least?
hearts.
So this one is the what? The greatest? This 2. This is the 2. Now automatically so that's like a Alright, this one should be out there all Again, we're gonna look at our base value.
Cause yo, there's the first time I was on the side of
What is
Jesus.
your base value?
What?
Numbers. 10,000.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay. Now, you gotta do it again.
what number is your base position? That's your focus position.
Oh, my God.
Awesome. Touch your 10,000 position. You say the number?
No, okay, listen to me.
So now which one has your number? Is it 2? Is it 1? So that number goes first. Always read left to right. Awesome.
Now write your number down.
So now let's look at this. We're looking at our 10,000 position again. Which one is the number 1?
So write your number down.
There's 2 with the 1. So if you're going to break this to least, that means
Now you're gonna say this right now. So say this number. Okay, and your number is what?
5,000.
So what's something you can play back, man? Okay, so now you remember you just need to figure. Okay.
Then I got
So the very
take back to the baby. It's the number.
Let's do one.
Okay.
Okay, Ron, let me know you don't get Ron. I need to finish, we will write in the word, here's the word.
No, yeah, I'll call you.
You need to, space it out. So,
Yeah.
3.
You can come and sit if you're finished. So let's take these numbers. Let's flip it.
you finish yours. You gonna have to start over, go ahead, you do your.
Greatest to least. I want you to try it.
Yup. And y'all gotta start, so give me 1 second.
All right,
I don't see your, I don't see your, okay, you take it back to your dad. Okay, so give me a second, I start.
Okay, so
What? That's, yeah, I'm sure you do.
Remember, we start with our highest base value first.
this is a 6.
Now tell me how you got this stuff.
What number would
This is
you use?
correct, but I want you to walk me through and tell me how you got this stuff. Explain it to me.
Okay. So I have to read the whole equation.
Well, what did you look at first? Which
Okay, so 9,386 is what? Thank you.
So did you look at your base value? So which base value did you look at first for all three of them? You looked at the 6. And the 3, right?
No.
So we look at the 6 by 1. They're all different. So which one was the greatest number? The 6. And then which one was the other one? Between these
Is that
two?
yours, Ron? Is that you?
And then we have.
Is that yours? That's yours, right?
Okay.
You gotta wait, cause I don't, we both right here. Okay, so you just wait and I get you.
Least to.
Alright.
I want you to
I'm
pay
gonna roll the
attention.
dice.
You gotta pay attention to your
I
face
don't want
value.
you guys to
Okay,
get
from
the
now
one.
on, you can go back to it.
And you are going to completely organize
Partisan or constitutional.
based on the number that goes in the middle, okay?
All right, if you're working on independent practice, take your laptops out and you're gonna switch over to technology with your Kahoot game. If you're working on Kahoot, you can finish it up and then continue with your independent practice.
you're gonna write the number in the middle. And I want you to underline that correctly. And if you need help, you write down. You want 100 or 1,000.
That's the worst place.
Okay, you're enough. Girl,
This one has
you
a
got 2. 222. Put 222 in the middle. You put those in the middle here.
Is it 1 or 2? The 1. So
Write it big now. Which one? Okay, now, let me underline the number for you. Now, what you have to do, look, Jackie, you gotta write, draw the big 10 block for the number. You have to write it in expanded form. You have to identify the value of the underlying digit and write it in word form. Okay? Take your word form and write it down. So they're gonna need this. Y'all go ahead and work. That's what I'm saying. If you need help with the number, look, you draw a square. Draw another square. You connect them together. But if you need me help, let me know.
So now we have so now what? Let's look at our digit series position. This one has an 8. This one has an 8. This one has a 1. Now I see you put it here. But when you read the book, do you read?
Yes. I mean, it's one right here, it's right here.
That's why you're gonna read your number.
Go below.
Just
Right, go below it if I got you, okay?
you know that you read from left to right.
I got well done. I see.
You see that? Because if you put it that way, and that's more like
And you're gonna write it down. You're gonna write your down from this sticky note. And then we're gonna see if it's greater than, let's see, greater than the same number equal to this. Because last time we did flip back. Now y'all doing
Alright, so let's start with numbers from least to well, how do you know that this is walk me through it?
Tayan.
Yeah, you can rotate.
Very good observation. Very good observation, Justin. Alright, you can go to your practice on the table. So
Okay, name.
Aiden and Kylie. Kylie.
Okay, so write your number down.
Kylie. Obviously, you don't need to say it.
Okay. Oh, no. We're gonna switch.
Place those numbers in order from least
So
to
the
greatest.
5,700.
Kylie, anything. Place your numbers in order from greatest to least.
So is this number greater than, less than, or equal to?
Yeah, write your name at the bottom, first name.
Ready?
Alright, so you have from least to
Okay,
greatest.
so yours is greater than.
So what would the process of how you got these numbers in order? Why is that least?
Think about it.
You get the dice and you get the card.
What do we look at first? Or what? So you're looking at 5, 7, and 7. Which place are you looking at? Which place are you looking at?
9.
Thousands, okay. So what is your computer tell me?
Ronald, honey, come back and put your name,
Yes,
okay?
please, advise.
Hey, you guys, that will with me, make sure you come back and do the independent practice, okay? Your first name.
So that automatically that tells you that this one is the least.
So you got what number?
So now let's look at this because there's one.
Yeah, put it on. You gotta take it from down.
What about
No, that's behind you.
10,000? Okay, so remember, when you get this one, they both have the same. You keep moving down your list by the chart. So then what is these two numbers? 6. Okay, so what about your hundreds position? 7. Same number again. So then what do you have to do next? Go to the tens place. So then when you go to the tens place, what do you see in the tens place?
Okay, so your number is
One and two. So if we're going least to greatest, we're looking for that number that comes, right? So is 3 less than 1 or 1 less than 3? And 1 is less than 3. So that's why we got this number in our position.
Do y'all wanna do more?
That's what you have there. We're going from greatest to least. So walk me through how you got those numbers in that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, you can come on, Malay. Oh, you got Malay?
Yeah, both one.
Okay,
No, it's fine. Cause we did 2 already. Okay, so then, okay. 3-digit number or 4-digit number? At the bottom. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use the regular organizer,
Left and right.
and whatever number we roll on these dice, that's the number that you're gonna have to show. Show it, you can base 10 block, expand it, value of digit, and word. Okay, ready? You said 3 digits, right? What's your number? 400. The 2, bam, in the middle, okay? Alright, check
My
it out.
number is 3,132, and your number is what?
So going from Mr. Grace, walk through this one.
Look at the names, place them.
Which number was, yeah, you good. Very good, thank you. Wait a minute, baby, I think we turned them over, hold this there.
So then, you know automatically this is, this goes, so we gotta focus on these two to see what is the least. So what do you do next? What is
Turned it over, you hit it by accident, that's all right.
900. So we should start with 901.
1,000.
Okay, go back to Chase and JC.
Brandy.
Okay, so which number would you use? Yeah.
Oh, you gotta work now.
Order those from greatest to least for me, Jesse. And Chase, I order greatest to least. I want you to order yours from least to greatest. Let's see, from greatest to least. Walk me through your process. How do you know that that's going from greatest to least? What do you look at first? Your 100,000. So what are your 100,000 telling you in these cards? So then, which was the greatest number? Is it an 8, a 2, or the 1? Awesome. So it could go either way. Let's go with that way. Alright, Chase, walk me through your... No.
You need her back?
No.
Let's do this from east to greatest. And then Chase, and when you
Go out and go back in.
Hey, Ms. Robinson.
Yeah.
Can she stand right here while I talk to Miss Lattimore for a second?
Yeah, tell her to walk around behind the camera. It's okay, come on, baby. You can sit right here.
Alright, so talk me about this one.
Come on, honey, sit up.
We're gonna switch in.
And that's why you know which one is greater. Which one between the 5 and 7?
What you go first? 6 is because the 4 is the 1. And then this one, the 4 is the 10, and the 6 is the 2.
Alright, you can go back and do it. Very good. Okay, which one?
Now, underline it. But bam, there it is.
Hang on, you're gonna flip the card there. And write the number that you have.
Cause I like bam.
These are the
Then we wanna see if it's greater than or less than.
Turn around.
I want us to go. So walk me through how you got
Pick
these.
the order you want it.
We went from the least to the greatest. Walk me through it.
Now you write the order.
So we have this. This one's a 6.
Right,
That's
that's
what you said, right? So we know that's the least. And these two are 7. So what do we do next? If both the 10, the number 3 and 10 positions are the same, what do we do next? So let's take out 100. So what do we have in our hundreds position on these two cards? It's 7. So which one is the least between the two?
Okay, so we got 9. Then what's the next one you're gonna do?
Come on, Angel.
Okay. So we got 8.
Ronald? Oh. And then Ronald, I want you to order these numbers from the least to the greatest one. Alright, so we're doing from the greatest to the least.
Okay, here we go. Here's the number word right there.
Can you tell me which one first? To figure out how to order these numbers? So how do you know this was a big number?
Now, on this 60 number, you're gonna write each number in. Marion has 5,132.
Okay, so then what about these two numbers? How do you figure out these two numbers in order? Because they're both 7 and a thousand. So how do you know that this one is greater than this one? This one has an 8 in the numbers place. And this one has a 1 in the numbers.
Okay. So
What is it?
what is should be a
7. So therefore, it is
7,531.
That's what you have on. You work with from least to greatest. How did you figure out how to do the least to greatest one?
And then you have 3 over here.
Oh, okay.
So